So today I wanted to talk to you about seed starting. And for most of us, we start them indoors just right before or right after the last frost. And how I start my seed starting is the first thing I do is I decide and I make a plan on exactly what type of plants and vegetables I want to grow first. I make a list based on the zone and the area I live in. A lot of times I'm here in the Northwest, but there are some times where I'm back in Asia where it's really hot and humid. So, depending on what location I'm at, I grow different types of different vegetables and different types of herbs. And so, here in the Northwest this year, I selected a number of vegetables that I wanted to grow this year. And I bought seeds that are fresh. That's the first step. Is once you make the selection of what you want to grow, then make sure that if it's the zone you're in, and then you have to decide what type of seeds you're going to get and where you're going to get them. And it's always best to purchase your seeds, whether it's at your local nursery or garden, or if you purchase them online, make sure that they're fresh or seeds that were harvested the season prior, because you'll have a lot more success with fresh seeds. And then the next thing I do is I try to pick varieties that are either hybrid varieties or varieties that are shown to be successful in my area. And so this year I wanted to buy some bush cucumbers instead of the vine, because I wanted it to be able to sit in a pot or a jug of water without me having to deal with a vine and a trussel. And so I went ahead and bought pickling cucumber seeds from Russia. I bought cucumber seeds that are a bushel, but a hybrid version, because the hybrid version, although they cost more, they germinate quicker, they fruit quicker. This particular brand of pickling bushel hybrid cucumbers, they actually will also produce 80% more female flowers versus 20% more male flowers instead of the inverse. That means that I'll actually have more cucumber plants per plant. And so that's a good thing. And then I also wanted to grow some zucchini this year. And with the zucchini, I also wanted to buy a hybrid version because, number one, it's more successful in terms of quicker growth period, meaning that I'll get squash about 9 days quicker with the hybrid version. And also with the hybrid version, it's supposedly supposed to be a little more tolerant to hot weather, cold weather, less susceptible to fungus, bugs, and other things like that. And so it's a little more successful and hardier, and I should have a lot more success with that. And so what I did was I went ahead and purchased a number of different seeds, all uh, that were harvested the year prior. And I also purchased hybrid versions or varieties that I know are successful in my zone. And I also purchased seeds that are going to be a lot more successful in maybe disease and fungus and bug tolerant. And what I did was I went ahead and I planted them indoors first. And you can do a number of different ways. Some people will use Jiffy pellets. They may put the seeds overnight in water and soak them for 24 hours. They may put the seeds in a damp paper cloth and keep it in a windowsill that gets some sunlight. You can do all those things to help it along. Now, for me, I just find it easier to just go ahead and use the Jiffy pellets, because when I first water them at the beginning, they're going to be pretty wet anyways. And so that kind of takes care of the soaking the seeds overnight anyways. And then I have a number of domes, kind of like little mini greenhouses, and I put them in there. And then, after 4 to 10 days, they start sprouting and germinating, and I get the little plants. And so, as you can see on the left, I have a smaller one that was started more recently, and the one on the right was started a couple days earlier. And so, what'll happen is I'll leave them growing here inside And then once they show their first and second set of true leaves, then I'll take them outside and I will harden them over time, meaning that I'll give them 1 or 2 hours of sunlight per day and increase that along the way until I eventually leave them 100% outside in the full sun. Also this year I've went ahead and I'm adjusting some of my plants, and due to space and lack of pots, I've just gone ahead and used the water method and just went ahead and put the plants inside of a fertilizer water basin. So I'll go ahead and use that method. It allows me not to worry about buying extra pots, and allows me not to have to buy more soil. And so that works out this year. But anyways, that's a little bit about your seed starting and getting your garden started. Good luck and best of luck to you. Thanks.